Welcome, Gym Wars fans, to another exciting edition of All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. I'm Shane Stolen. I'm joined this morning by JJ Burnham.
Shane, what an awesome opportunity is here on Gym Wars this week to see great pro wrestling action. We've got the Texas Hangman Dalton Frost taking on Perry Von Vicious today.
It's going to be a fantastic match. And right now, we're going to go right back to the action after that surprise opening match. That was a fantastic way to start the show, JJ.
Levi Shapiro coming right in and trying to take control of his career here at All Pro Wrestling, and he did just that.
Now we've got Matthew Theall and his charge, as it were, Perry Von Vicious making their way to the ring.
With his manager, the self-professed greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Theall, from Greenwich, Connecticut. Now making his winter home on the Nevada side of Lake Tahoe, weighing 220 pounds. He is a 2011 Young Lions Cup champion, Perry Von Vicious.
Perry Von Vicious's record stands for itself. A very talented young man, 2011 Young Lions Cup right here at All Pro Wrestling. You see there, he's got the trophy with him. The one factor that you can't put aside, Shane, is the fact that he has Matthew Theall as his manager.
Well, and that certainly has helped him quite a bit. In addition to the Young Lions Cup, he won Most Improved Wrestler of the Year and Most Hated Wrestler of the Year, and was recently featured in Pro Wrestling Illustrated as their one to watch. However, that was the worst-selling issue of the magazine in the history of the magazine.
Silence your cell phones now. 50.
I guess that Matt Theall wants everybody to silence their phones. Good thing we didn't stop talking for anything important.
Oh, absolutely. I thought maybe something was actually happening.
And here comes the big man from Cole County, Texas, Dalton Frost.
Dalton Frost, the Texas Hangman, is an impressive competitor here at All Pro Wrestling. And I know most of us in our heart of hearts are fans of professional wrestling, and I'm absolutely a fan. This young man is really talented, and it's a pleasure to have him here at All Pro Wrestling.
One of the best big men in wrestling today. Very reminiscent of guys like Terry Gordy, Steve Dr. Death Williams, Stan Hansen, and even Bruiser Brody. He reminds me, and absolutely an impressive talent. Of course, trained at the SPW dojo there in Sacramento, California. Currently making his home in the Bay Area, and intimidating the hell out of Perry Von Vicious this morning, JJ.
Well, who doesn't? We're doing commentary, Shane, and I'm intimidated by Texas Hangman Dalton Frost. But Matthew Theall, being in the corner of PVV as he is, that's an advantage for Perry Von Vicious to have a second man right there. It's really going to be 2-on-1. Whether he gets involved or not, it's two minds working against one. And
Dalton Frost is definitely a volatile character in the ring as well. Matt Theall might do well to scout somebody like a Dalton Frost, because I would think that a team of Dalton Frost and Damian Grundy would be pretty unstoppable in the ring.
Absolutely. As PVV, Perry Von Vicious takes off his dickie, and now he's having his, what is this ritual with the folding of napkins and towels? And I wash my dishes and dry them with stuff like that.
The irony of that whole situation is that Matt Theall doesn't actually fold his laundry at home. He's got somebody to do it for him.
Well, let's go ahead and concentrate on the wrestling now. Perry Von Vicious with a little shake to the APW faithful that are in the garage. The referee, Joe, has his work cut out for him today.
Dalton Frost, a real no-nonsense guy in the ring, and this has got to frustrate a guy like that who just wants to get in there and fight. Of course, not too long ago, he faced off against Bobby Hart here in the ring, and they just beat each other to death.
I had an opportunity to watch that match and was in awe. The brutality between those two men in the APW garage, and the crowd was sitting on the edge of their seat the entire time.
It was literally one of the most vicious matches, just straightforward matches that I've seen. I don't know how the referee allowed some of the stuff that they did. Referee Joe calls for the bell, and we are finally underway here. Dalton Frost excited.
Dalton Frost actually smiled. I think that's the first time that I've seen Dalton Frost smile. I think he's happy to be getting his hands on Perry Von Vicious today.
He just wants to get his hands on anybody. He likes to inflict pain on his opponents.
And a collar and elbow tie-up. And Perry Von Vicious actually takes control with a wrist lock. Oh, and a forearm right into the face of Perry Von Vicious, and he has taken him right off his feet.
Dalton Frost is just non-stop brute force in the ring. Perry Von Vicious is in a lot of trouble here today. I'll be interested to see how he's able to pull this one out.
It looks like he might be on jello legs, and we're not even a minute in. And goes in for another collar and elbow tie-up. Who's going to get the better of this exchange? Perry Von Vicious with a slight headlock. Oh, up in the air, and he gets tossed right into the corner. Here comes Dalton Frost. Hey, come on. Using the ropes. Be a man.
Perry Von Vicious not using the ropes. He's got himself balanced precariously there to hide from Dalton Frost's vicious attack.
And it looks like Perry Von Vicious is having second thoughts on signing his name on the dotted line for this match against Dalton Frost. Where is Matthew Theall now? He's not got so much advice for you, Perry Von Vicious.
This is Perry Von Vicious's first match back in quite a while. He's been out for a few months after that vicious battle with Dylan Drake a few months back. Now, finally cleared to get in the ring and steps in there against Dalton Frost, just a sucker for punishment.
And Perry Von Vicious with an Irish whip. Dalton Frost reversal, and Von Vicious into the corner. Oh, he comes in for that lariat, but nobody home. Von Vicious rolls to the outside. At least he had the presence of mind to save himself from getting decapitated.
He's going to have to play the speed game this entire match if he even thinks he's got a hope of scoring a victory over Dalton Frost. Dalton Frost ready and willing to continue the beating. He's been dishing out to Perry Von Vicious since the bell rang. Matt Theall and Perry Von Vicious trying to slow the match down. And
oh, he's got a hold of that ponytail. And he hot shots him right across the top rope. And Perry Von Vicious rolls back into the ring. And now Von Vicious in control. Forearm right across the back on Dalton Frost.
Laying in with those big headbutts. I'm surprised they're having that big of an effect on a big guy like Dalton Frost. Rams him into the turnbuckle.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Perry Von Vicious's head didn't blow up like a watermelon when he headbutted him right now. He drives the boot right into the side of the throat of Dalton Frost. Oh, not Frost with a kick right to the lower breadbasket. That was dangerously low. Oh, and a thumb to the eye.
Breaks the eyes. Perry Von Vicious is interesting to watch because he loves to wrestle a slow-paced match, but he's quick and will use his speed when necessary to escape out of tight situations.
Drives that elbow right across the back of the neck, and I'll tell you what, you do that to somebody, and you take the guts right out of them.
Absolutely got him seeing stars, hitting him right there at the base of the brain. Just cuts off.
And look at that, Matthew Theall getting involved, and that is why Perry Von Vicious had Joe's back turned.
And why isn't that what I said at the top of the show, was that Matt Theall was going to interject himself in this match.
And with a snapmare takeover, barely able to get the big man over is Perry Von Vicious. And just locks it into that rear chin lock. And he's trying to use his body weight, not that it's a huge body or anything, but he's trying to use his body weight to his advantage, driving that chin lock down. You notice he's trying to keep all of his body weight on top of Dalton Frost.
He's having a tough time doing it, though, because Dalton Frost is such a tall guy. Wasn't really able to get up over the top of the head there with his chest.
Oh, and nobody home as he goes in for a shoulder tackle, and he meets nothing but ring post. That'll take the starch out of your cornflakes.
Dalton Frost slowed way down. Vicious rake of the eye with the laces of the boots.
But the damage has been done to the breadbasket of Perry Von Vicious. Von Vicious now picking Dalton Frost back up. Shane, he's going to go for a rear with a neck breaker.
Of course, setting up for that billion-dollar blackout that he's so famous for putting so many people. One.
Drake finds the leg and only gets a two.
He's very, very famous for putting people away with that. Just won the Young Lions, numerous matches in the Young Lions Cup with that billion-dollar blackout. And that's what he's setting up for right there, working on the back of the neck of Dalton Frost.
Don't let his attitude fool you. He is a very dangerous young man, a very talented wrestler. But it's these theatrics that he brings to the ring that are what take you to, or make you not take him seriously. Goes for the cover. Two. That leg drop reminiscent of Hulk Hogan.
You know, it's interesting to watch because you see guys like, there people, you know, Matt Theall will claim guys like Dalton Frost and Dylan Draker are distracted by the fans. Oh,
No, here we go.
$1 billion blackout.
And is he going to be able to put down the Texas Hangman?
Dalton has got the height advantage. I think that's the one thing. Oh,
Uses his weight to drive him into the turnbuckles. And again, he breaks the hold. His hands are released.
and just begins laying in lefts and rights.
Just pummeling him in the corner is Dalton Frost. You hear that big guttural scream from the Texas Hangman. With a back elbow, and down goes Perry Von Vicious. Scoops him up, and down he goes. Dalton Frost in control right now on Perry Von Vicious, Shane. Up in the air, and he drives him back down to the mat.
Goes for a pin here, 1, 2.
And you see the pain is actually etched on the face of Matthew Theall on the outside. His money ticket, his meal basket was going home empty tonight.
Dalton Frost set to go after Perry Von Vicious, but Matt Theall up on the ring apron. No surprise here, but Dalton Frost really making a huge mistake.
Hey, that's Damian Grundy.
The Destroyer of Man is in the ring. Dalton Frost caught.
The Samoans, come on. Referee Joe, how could he miss that?
Nasty Samoan drop by Damian Grundy.
Wait, he goes for the cover.
2, 3.
Perry Von Vicious steals this thing, Shane. I can't believe it.
And the winner by pinfall in 6 minutes and 11 seconds, Perry Von Vicious.
Perry Von Vicious steals a victory from Dalton Frost. And the whole team of the All-Stars definitely played a hand in that victory, JJ.
Absolutely, as Matthew Theall celebrating his victory. And how could you even call it a victory? I mean, he stole this thing. Honestly, somebody call the cops.
Matthew Theall will say, and you got bottom line when it does come down to it, a win is a win, JJ.